A friend brought over the game today. It is mobile through Gundam Extreme vs Full Boost. We have tried the Extreme versus some weeks ago. There were some issues with it that we didn't enjoy it very much. Playing local split-screen multiplayer mainly have to do with how much you can actually see after all the hot screens, and kind of a low quality in terms of resolution. The Extreme vs Full Boost feels like a bit of improvement, but I can't say too much because after all we only played one section of the other one. But whatever the case, Extreme vs Full Boost feels nice. The game cover is very cool, I like it a lot, especially putting the original Gundam at the front. That era was actually the last time I read any Gundam related stuff. I guess it was a sense of nostalgia. The back of the case tells us that the game included all the classic songs and music from the series, which I think is amazing of a game for the Gundam fans. This video isn't a full game review, but a review on local split-screen multiplayer. Local split-screen is kind of a lost relic. Ever since the consoles went online, there isn't a lot of cares or attention put into the split-screen games anymore. There are no longer encourage the idea of friends getting together and play video games as a social interaction. And the only focus is online multiplayer. I wish I can understand what makes it a hustle to take care of both. But whatever, as far as the Gundam Extreme vs Full Boost goes, it is pretty good. This game is the 2 players only game. Why did I consider it a party game? Well, in my opinion, any multiplayer game, if 3 players or more, should automatically be considered a party game. That's obvious. But as far as 2-player game goes, there's some criteria that makes it fit to become a party game. Here are some of my considerations. First, length of each gameplay. It has to be short, or it has to be intense enough to make people involved feel engaged. 2. Load time. It had to be very short. As long as it meets the criteria as such, they are considered party game, because no one is really left out, but merely taking turns. But time is crucial. Anyways, Gundam Extreme vs Full Boost is very fun. The controls are simple as soon as you figure out what to do with it. You don't have to be very good in the game to have a chance to win. It is more about how to operate with what you have. There are range attacks and melee attacks. You can fly or boost forward. You can do that sideways to avoid attacks. There are special attacks as well. I don't know too much details, but it is fun to explore what each of the machine can do if you're not a fan of the series. And if you are, it is cool to execute them, as the graphic is actually very decent. For the 720p PS3 game, the game looks pretty sharp, and frame rate is smooth. The controls are responsive, and you can use both analog and the D-pad to move about. And the music, damn, that soundtrack in this is tasty. It's a party game, The game have very good load time, which is great for PS3 title, and play time for each round is not very quick, but I would say it is somewhere in the middle. But it makes up for it by having a very intense fight. More than often you'll be on the edge of your seats trying to get that last shot in to win the rounds. Overall, this is a pretty decent party game for the PlayStation 3, and I think it's worth the try.
ユニコーンガンダムは伊達じゃない。